What's up, Posse? Welcome back to my channels, India Monee. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Just subscribe. So let's get into episode 5 and 6. Okay, so the episode starts off with Bree crying about the room situation, and she's like coming in and talking about the girls and all that situation. Miami definitely was irritated. Like I would be too. You know, like I was supposed to have a room. I didn't get a room. I feel like that was low key kind of Miami's like fault. I feel like she should have been like, Ty, go get your room. I'm gonna find my room. Then the rest is for y'all to figure out. And so they had this whole like disagreement, and Ty basically was saying like, oh, I feel like I gotta walk on eggshells, like, I can't be my real authentic self. Like I agree, like Ty's basically like, I can talk to my other friend and be like, my friend pissed me off. It's not like me talking about you, it's just like me venting, but it's like I don't have to tell you everything because like basically like Candace said, like they were trying to avoid the situation. Whatever, it wasn't that big of a deal. These girls get mad about everything, like let's move on. So the car wash talk with Kofi, PJ, and Gerald. If y'all can hear my dog in the background, I'm sorry. So basically at the car wash, the boys are talking, and I just feel like they just hate Jaylenn so much. Like I think it's so funny. I feel like this scene was so unnecessary. I really just cannot stand PJ and Gerald. They just low-key get on my nerves. And Gerald, if he bring up this apology and being a sociopath one more time, so the boys barbecue. So this leads into another boys situation. The boys barbecue. This little situation, this little shindig was a little better. Okay, so first off, I have to say I love a bro man situation. Even though I just literally said I couldn't stand PJ and Gerald, I love like a cool man situation. Like this barbecue was cute. First of all, I cannot stand Marcus again, but the boys in their boots tradition was literally so freaking cute. I love this idea. I love traditions. So to hear their family's story and their history, I really love that. So then, of course, Jaylenn brings up PJ and their situation, and the old heads is kind of telling him, like, man, you got to think. Like, you really have to think. Like, you a man now. You can't be reacting and, like, jumping the gun. And Jaylenn's like, y'all never reacted before? Y'all never reacted before? And it's like, yeah, I'm sure they have, but now they're older. They're telling you, like, what they learned, And so they're basically telling him, like, so they basically end up telling Jaylenn, like, pull PJ to the side, talk to him like a man, and then here come, I'm a fake Nipsey, so I gotta be tough, Kaylin's ass. Okay, so Kaylin literally blows me every scene he's in. So basically, Kaylin goes about the situation, and he's like, we like they call themselves the Wood. Like we really the Wood. Like if you're not in, we real live in Inglewood. We really in the trenches. Like he's like we basically he goes on this hood nigga rant and saying like, oh, we real hood niggas. They paying mortgage. We paying rent. And I'm just trying to figure out, why is that a flex? Like, niggas love to flex their poverty. Like, chill, brokey. Like, oh my gosh. Like, he's like, oh, they call themselves the Wood, but we the Wolves. Da, 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 da. Like, and that's another thing. Why do boys, like, why y'all always need a clique name? Why y'all always got in a clique? Like, they're just so annoying. I hate it. Okay, so in this situation, I feel like, Jaylenn realizes, like, okay, let me, talk to PJ. So legacy table happens in New York. Everybody looks amazing. I don't know if anybody from the show actually is going to watch this, but Jaylenn and the girls, y'all did that. Shout out to House Party because the event looks so pretty. I did see some people that I follow on social media in the background. I was like, dang, I wish I could have got an invite. Dang, I can't wait so I get invited to shit like this. Okay, anyway. Everybody looks amazing. If I had to give a best dressed, it would definitely have to be Jaylenn and Bree. Both of them did really good. Amanda was killing it too, okay? And that's another thing. I really love Amanda. She is so business minded. I was on her shit. She gonna say something. Where's Brie? Well, I'm gonna do her job till she comes back. She said, I'm here on business. I'm missing my man's shit. I'm on my shit. Ty trying to secure her future. Rob is trying to secure his future. So am I. Amanda, definitely one of my favorites. CJ Wallace is at the event, and it just looks really great. Like, look up. Literally, such a great event. Like, house party in Thailand. And Amanda, they really, really inspire me. So on the flip side, in LA, we have Rob's show, and I'm guessing he did a good job. I mean, like, when he was up there, I was like, so the first thing he says is, y'all have got some cool cat, for lack of better words. That was so good, you wanted to tell your girlfriend? And I was like, this is what you wanted Amanda to hear? This? Like, what? But I guess he was like super nervous, and I just couldn't believe he talked about like cheating in his stand-up, but that's just me. And I know it could be fake, but I'm just like, that's tacky. Anyway, I'm really happy that the boys supported him, though. They stood up, they clapped. I just don't like how at the end of the event, Rob was like, after that I did good, I'm gonna quit my job. Like, nigga, like, chill. Oh, let's go back to creative. Let's go back to Legacy Table. So Becky and her niggas, girl, why are you interviewing this man? I know it was Cal, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but both of them, the New York niggas, they was cute, okay? But I feel like in this situation, like, I know you can date different people, but I'm like, shoot, I feel like Becky is just always so serious. And they even said that they were like, why you, like why does this feel like an interview? I'm like, dang, I feel like she just be doing too much too fast. Like, just chill, girl. Let's just chill. Okay, and the highlight of this episode, definitely, besides Legacy Table, was definitely PJ versus Jaylenn. Okay, so what do y'all think? Who do y'all think was wrong? Jaylenn or PJ? I just feel like, first of all, let's go through the rundown. I always think that PJ just always looks so nervous. Like, he just seems like a scary ass nigga, and he don't want to be a scary ass nigga. That's the vibe he gives me. But I do agree with him when he said Jaylenn be talking in circles, because he really do. I feel like the talk was very counterproductive. It didn't help anything, because Jaylenn was just giving him the runaround. And at the end of the conversation, he really just ended up basically saying, like, I just don't like you, little bro. Like, I just don't like you. And I'm like, yeah, that's really all it is. And also, I think he's just really, like, feeling some type of way because, like, I guess this, nobody likes PJ, but now, like, Rob is his friend now, and I feel like he felt some type of way about that. Like, he was just like, I just need to destroy this relationship. And I'm like, dang, like, because Jaylenn, that was not player at all. Like, why would you tell PJ that Rob was talking shit about him? What did you think that was gonna do? Because he was like, bro, we were talking shit about you. I was like, damn, why are you trying to stop this nigga bag? Like, I was just like, dang, Jaylenn, you giving major hater vibes right now. But let me know what y'all thought in the comments, like, between Jaylenn and PJ. Like, who do you think was right in the situation? Let me know. Moving on to episode 6. So this episode starts with, of course, Jaylenn throwing Rob under the bus, but I love how Rob spent this. He basically was just like, yeah, bro, I did talk shit about you, but I didn't know you didn't. I didn't know you was cool, and we cool, Like, again, I'm just like, damn, like, you really about to fuck up this man money. Like, Jaylenn, like, dang, I don't think he should have said that, but like I said, I feel like Jaylenn was definitely, like, feeling some type of way. He was just like, he was mad his friend was friends with somebody he didn't like at the end of the day. That's all it was. Everybody makes it back home. Rob and Ty are talking about what happened while they're away. And he's like, oh, Ty, you're going to chill. She's like, no, it's really grind time. And he tells her, like, he didn't apologize to PJ. And she's like, I need to step in. And I'm like, bro, we got to stop saving these niggas. But then it goes into an interesting thing. This episode just starts to happen. Okay, so of course Rob he wants to have a baby so bad. Why? I don't know, but we'll get into that. But Ty wants to have, she wants to be engaged before having a kid, which, I mean, I respect. Jaylenn doesn't care to have kids before marriage because he wasn't married that way. He's like, I wasn't born in that environment. Like, and I'm like, why would you want to do the same thing, though? Like, I mean, I guess, like, everybody who doesn't have two parents or come from a two-parent household don't have a negative experience. But I'm like, why is that your goal? he's like, oh, like life doesn't fit like a puzzle. But I'm like, no, it doesn't. But we can like literally try to make this work if we talk about it. But y'all know that it's gonna turn up. So next we go to brunch with Miami and Rob with 2Bs, and that best bitch was enough for me. He was enough for me. So we go to Miami and Rob with 2Bs, and let me just say, Rob with 2Bs was a no for me. Like, no, absolutely not. He was so messy, so rude, like so rude. I think that the girls handled it well though. I think Becky really was like, this was our past, we're moving on. We didn't like each other first, but we're cool, So I definitely just really didn't fuck with that situation. So I'm just literally writing notes down and the way that the episode goes. So the next scene, Jaylenn's dad is talking to their family, and basically Jaylenn's dad was a thought, and he was laughing at it the whole time. But yeah, this is where we learn a little bit more about Jaylenn's family and why he wants to have a baby so bad, which I get. But like, if you're so pressed about this, if it's bigger than you, then why don't you marry her? If it's bigger than you, you should be like, yeah, you know what? I want my kid to come into a marriage, I just don't understand why why men think that having kids is like not big of a commitment, but getting married is. I just don't do that. Like, y'all be so pressed to have these kids that y'all barely want to take care of at the end of the day. I don't get that. Later down the line, we see Rob, PJ, and Gerald out, and Rob really stood up and owned up to his shit. Was like, yeah, I did talk about you back in the day, but we're cool. And they hash it out. PJ's like, bro, it's not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is Gerald and this apology from Ty Child. Okay, do y'all think that Ty should apologize to this man? Because sometimes I just be like, I don't even remember what happened no more. I literally don't even know. So the next thing is the date with Marcus, Becky, Miami, AQ. I cannot stand Marcus, so if I don't talk about him, it's because I literally don't want to bash him. And then he literally is flirting with everybody in the room, anybody that he meets, anybody that walks, and he said, oh yeah, because I was going to get married this year. Sir, shouldn't you be somewhere like healing or something? Like, shouldn't you be on like a yoga retreat, like married, and you're out here like just dating around? Okay, anyway, AQ seems like a good guy. I really like him. He has personality. I love that for him. So Rob and Amanda has their picnic, but listen, we gotta jump to Ty and Jaylenn's therapy session. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. So we all see that Jaylenn and Ty had a very difficult situation that they had to deal with very early on in their relationship, and basically she had to get an abortion, and basically he ghosted her the week of her appointment and basically told her, you're applying too much pressure. But in return, he says, because when she found out that she was having twins, he was wondering, why didn't she double think it? He said he wanted to make it work. He felt like she was wrong for going with her move, but even though it was twins. And basically Ty said, fuck no, I'm not having these kids by myself because you wasn't there, you was ignoring me. Like, no. And I think she had every right. I would do the same thing, honestly. I'm just trying to figure out, how do we go from that, like, they parted ways. She said that she's really depressed, she didn't speak to anybody. I'm just like, how did y'all go from that situation all the way to being together for 3, almost 4 years, I just really felt for Jaylenn, because I just see so much of myself in her, and I'm like, no, girl, like, I would never tell my friends to like leave their man, but in this episode, I was very much like, I don't know, because Jaylenn seems like a really good boyfriend, so I'm really happy for them, but sometimes they just don't seem like equally yoked. Like, I'm like, what does Jaylenn do for a living? Like, I know he They own like that puppy breeding business. But I'm just like, you know? That's it for this video. Please leave your comments down below. Let's get into it. Okay. Make sure you guys like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Bye. See you in the next video.